Watch and burn.
Hey everyone, so tonight I want to discuss Tiger Army's first release for Hellcat Records, and that of course is the self-titled 2000 album, around there. It was released around 99, 2001, somewhere in there, and that is Tiger Army. Now, I don't know if my review for the Horror Pops Hell Yeah has come out yet, but I feel the same way about the Horror Pops that I do about Tiger Army. I find that Tiger Army's first record, much like the Horror Pops' first record, is absolutely essential psychobilly punk rock shit that everybody should check out. But then the rest of their catalog, it just seems like with each release they lose some of their vitality or something for me, and it gets too messy and everything gets too homogenized, and before long it's just everything's not the same. And that's entirely how I feel about Tiger Army. This record is absolutely perfect. I love pretty much every song on here. My favorites are, of course, Nocturnal. There's True Romances on here. Outlaw Heart. Never Die. Devil Girl. And that's all I can think of. I can't seem to think of anymore. But this record is so fierce, and it's so catchy. And I don't know, I bought this from the Sunrise Records at the Oshawa Center, and I know I grossly overpaid for it. But the second Nocturnal kicked in, and I was like, oh yeah, I know these guys. And I think Nocturnal was on the second Give 'Em the Boot, because I sort of bought this record sort of based off the information I'd received from people I knew in regards to Tiger Army. And when I got it, I put it on, and I was like, I heard Nocturnal. I'm like, oh, fuck, I know this. And I think it was on the second Give 'Em the Boot. Well, it doesn't matter. Anyways, the first song I heard from Tiger Army was Nocturnal, and that song, of course, is the first track, well, technically the second track, that opens this record. And it sort of sets the bar really high. Because, like I said, everything they've done after this, they weren't able to sort of recapture the magic that they had on this record. Like, this record feels effortless. It feels like they just fell into it like a fever or a daydream, and they just kind of ran with it wherever it was going to take them. But then, concerning every subsequent release, it's like they labored over them more, and there was more of like what I would equate to like Metallica's amount, the gargantuan amount of effort that Metallica ended up pouring into Load and Reload. I sort of get the same vibe here, where with each Tiger Army record that they would release after their first one, they still had it, but it felt like they had to work a lot harder to keep it. And then you toss in the fact that psychobilly people sometimes take themselves way too fucking seriously. I knew these three psychobilly dudes that would frequent this like concert hall I used to go to a ton back in high school. I think it was the Polish Hall in Ajax. And we saw so many bands there. Fuck, man, Anal Cunt played there. I mean, what are the chances of like fucking Ajax, little hole in the wall, nothing, goddamn fucking speed trap town in Ontario, that Anal Cunt would show up there? Not that Anal Cunt's some big fucking, oh my god, check it out, Slayer's here, you know? No, it's down and dirty Anal Cunt. But nonetheless, I saw Anal Cunt at the Polish Hall in Ajax, which I thought was kind of cool. And there were these three psychobilly dudes that would always be hanging around there. And motherfucker, did they think they were better than everybody because, you know, they looked like it was 1953. And they kind of had that sort of like, that old teddy boy attitude where it was like, the fuck are you looking at? And their knives would come out, and they all had some type of weapon around their shoes. Like there was like the teddy boys used to put like razors and shit in, you know, their shoes so that when they kicked you, they fucked you right up. And that was the same type of shit these psychobilly guys would do. And these psychobilly guys were always fighting people. Now look, I get it, okay, no one's going to understand why you're dressed like Elvis Presley, but I still don't think that gives you the right to go around with that fucking attitude, because those guys were a fucking nightmare. Whenever they were there, everyone was like, oh, Jesus Christ, you know? Everyone would just be like, counting. You're like, well, no, we know the one guy's got to be somewhere else, and the other two always go when he goes. And so everyone's like staring at their watches the whole time, like, all right, oh, fuck. Okay, they got their jackets on. Yeah, but are they like leaving, or are they just posturing? You know, and put the fucking collars up and stand around like the fawns, or are these assholes actually going to leave? So based on that very small percentage of Psychobilly people that I had a run-in with, my opinion isn't very high of them, unfortunately. I had to deal with them for like almost a year. Jesus, you know, it's like you had to pass like a punk rock exam with these guys in order for them to like accept you. And it's like, shove it up your ass, you know? Go fuck yourself, buddy. And I'm way off base. I was talking about Tiger Army's first one that absolutely fucking tears, dude. This record is like someone clearing a magazine in an Uzi. This thing just zzz, and it's done. This record doesn't overstay its welcome. It's incredibly fast and incredibly catchy. The songwriting is tight as fuck. And if you've ever heard of this guy named Tim from Rancid, he shows up a couple times here and there. So that makes it even cooler. But yeah, so I will go now. So thank you so much for hanging out with me for pushing 6 minutes while I discuss Tiger Army's absolutely fucking perfect first record for Hellcat Epitaph, and that is Tiger Army, released way back when. Like always, if you liked this review or whatever, don't forget to do something nice for somebody, but most importantly, don't forget that the world is a better place because you're in it. Have a good night. I just wanted to say thank you for making it through the entire video. I really appreciate it. And I'm going to remind everyone one more time, even though I've probably already done this in the video that you just watched, to please click the like button as well as the subscribe button because it helps this channel grow. And thank you for hitting like and subscribe, and we will see you guys really soon.